Okay guys, out the burnout clubhouse. We got concrete in here now. Pretty sweet. On circle drive. I just came out after work, rode a little bit, get a good sweat going, and work on a couple things. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this. I've been using this, lawnmower gas can for years, and I've had a lot of these crack right up here. When it gets hot, that thing balloons up, and then when it gets cold, it sinks in and just collapses on itself. And it's worked fine, but it stays in place and everything. But it just, I'm afraid that one's gonna split, and then I'm gonna have gas all over this trailer. So I bought this one at Menards. I looked at some at Rocky Mountain, but I bought that one at Menards for 25 bucks. And it looks very, very similar to the VP one. And I'm gonna try it, 25 bucks, can't go wrong. You might have noticed too, that one says 60 to 1 on it. And then this one says 44 to 1. So I watched a video from another guy, and he's like a bike mechanic, real informative, and I just feel like maybe they're dropping too much oil out of these things for environmental reasons, because just like your car, the manufacturer doesn't really care if your car lasts very long. They'll stretch that mileage out on your oil change, for EPA reasons, and when you should be changing at 3,500 miles, just like we did for 50 years. So I always change my cars early, and anyway, so along those lines, I'm going to 44 to 1 on the bike. I haven't run it in there yet. I'm just finishing up that gas can. I just filled up the gas tank. So we'll see what this thing does. But I picked 44 to 1 because it comes right out perfect on the ratio, right? Thing, the 44, it happens to be a mark on there. I was gonna go 40, but 44 is close enough. So anyway, that makes it a little easier. So I just put some gas in it tonight. I'm gonna try it out. I'll probably get into it maybe next week if I ride Friday, whatnot. So anyway, I've been riding a lot, man. I've been coming out here, putting as much time in as I can and try to dial in. My gear gets soaking wet. I mean, it's like 100 degrees out here. And even in the evening, my gear gets soaked. I wash it every time because otherwise it'll stink. My pants are ripping out bad. I'm gonna need some gear, but and I'm finally wearing out a set of tires maybe eventually. So I haven't done that in a long time. So I've been riding a lot. I feel like I'm getting a little better. So anyway, I just keep at it and at it. One other thing I was wondering about, do you guys ever worry about, I have a habit of leaving this gas cap off. I told you I put gas in it. Anyway, do you guys ever, KTM and their gas caps, I'm telling you, man. When you put gas in a bike, do you fill it up? Like this tank's huge to me. I coming off of 150, and it was a tiny little tank. And this thing, I know it used a lot of gas. People complain about the mileage on these things, but man, it's a big tank. So when I put gas in this thing, to me, every gallon of gas, that's weight. Makes it a little harder to pick the front end up, makes the front end dive a little bit more, just more weight on top. So I mean, this is about as full as I like to get it. I'll put it up to here. Unless I'm, at some point going to go on a long distance, I'd rather just ride it like that, come back, put a little gas in it, keep it lighter. I'm used to that 150, and it's just a little bit lighter. Although, honestly, I mean, I've been riding this bike, and I don't even notice the difference in the weight, honestly. It's crazy. Like, it doesn't feel any different to me now. But I'm just curious, and I don't like to fill my gas tank up. I just feel like that's a smarter move. And there's a reason they put smaller tanks on bikes that don't go very far. And I'm not going that far, so I'll keep it light, man. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later.